never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Fine.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. Happy Monday to everybody out there. I know this is the time of the year when everybody is excited because even though we had a few games on Saturday, this is officially the week of college football. It all gets underway on Thursday, and we'll have games Thursday night, Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then the only team that really matters plays 1 week from tonight on Labor Day night, and of course that is the Clemson Tigers. And you are either a Clemson fan or you're wrong. So unless you want to live the rest of your life being wrong, then I suggest you become a Clemson fan before it is too late. But today here on the channel I want to talk about some wrestling. First, this past Saturday night I was at 1200 Chivers Avenue in Buckhead, Georgia for Georgia Championship Wrestling. 7 matches altogether. Me and Matthew Daniel were the officials Saturday night. He reffed 4 matches and I reffed 3 matches. It was my first time at Georgia Championship Wrestling since November of last year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, as I always enjoy being in the wrestling ring. And this upcoming Saturday, September the 2nd, I will once again be at 405 Community Court in Monroe, Georgia for Southern Fried Championship Wrestling. This show is called Wild Card. As always, doors will open at 6 o'clock. Bell time will be 7 o'clock. So far we have 6 matches on the card. It's already been announced that at the next big Southern Fried show, Nick Halen of the Approved will put his Southern Fried Classics Championship on the line in a fatal 4-way match. We'll have 3 Classics Championship qualifying matches this Saturday, and the 3 winners will advance to face Nick Halen in that aforementioned fatal 4-way match for the Classics Championship. We're going to see Adrian Hawkins of the Approved versus Techi Makuji, and we're going to see Tyler Stevens go one-on-one with Rob Adonis, who is also of the Approved, and we're going to see Bobby Moore of the Approved take on the Kenway. So, if you are following along, Adrian Hawkins, Rob Adonis, and Bobby Moore, all 3 have qualifying matches, and if they win, then Nick Halen will put his Classics Championship on the line against his partners in the Approved, Adrian Hawkins, Rob Adonis, and Bobby Moore. So it could be all 4 of the Approved guys in a fatal 4-way match. We're also going to be seeing in the main event Judas versus CT Keys. The Southern Fried Tag Team Championships will be on the line. Todd Sexton and Sunny Days put their tag team titles on the line against the returning Drew Blood and David Reigns. And then we're going to have a wild card match, 4-on-4. Jacob Ashworth, Najasism, Grappler number 2, and Alexander Lev against Billy Buck, Will Caution, Grappler number 1, and Danny Only. All that and more will take place this upcoming Saturday night, September the 2nd, at 405 Community Court in Monroe, Georgia for Southern Fried Championship Wrestling. Doors will open at 6 o'clock and bell time will be 7 o'clock. And now for the big event. Happened yesterday afternoon because they were in London, England, and of course it was nighttime over there. It all got underway at noontime with the 2-hour pre-show, which they don't call it pre-show. They like to be different, so they call it 0 hour. And we are talking about AEW All In. They sold the most tickets ever for that stadium. 81,035, I believe, was the overall announced tickets sold. 11 matches altogether, counting 0 hour. On 0 hour, we had Adam Cole and MJF defeating the Aussie Open to win the Ring of Honor tag team titles. They are affectionately calling Adam Cole and MJF's tag team Better Than You, baby. And we also had the FTW Championship on the line. Hook defeated Jack Perry by submission to win the title. And I've got a story about Jack Perry coming up here in just a couple of moments. We kicked off the main card, the Real World Championship on the line. CM Punk defeated Samoa Joe to retain the Real World Championship. And the story is about CM Punk and Jack Perry. Believe it or not, CM Punk got into another altercation. Now, there is starting to become a common denominator in all this backstage stuff, and that common denominator is CM Punk. But yet, Tony Khan continues to keep him around. This time, there are 3 different stories on what happened, so we really don't know exactly what happened. But all I do know for certain is that Jack Perry was sent home immediately after it happened, which tells me he had to have been the instigator because he was forced to leave and CM Punk was not. But CM Punk did choke out Jack Perry. We're not quite for sure exactly what started it because of the 3 different stories going around. All we know for sure is that Jack Perry was choked out by CM Punk and Jack Perry was sent home. But last week on TV, Jack Perry wanted to do a spot with CM Punk and use real glass, and CM Punk, being a big time baby, said, "No, I'm not doing that." So in his match yesterday with Hook, there was a spot in the match where Jack Perry beats on glass and says, "Oh, that's real glass. Take that," or something to that effect. Obviously, he was taking a shot at CM Punk because CM Punk wouldn't use real glass. Now, after that, I don't know if Punk confronted Perry or if Perry confronted Punk. All I know is they got into it. CM Punk choked him out, and Jack Perry got sent home. And I'm sure, once again, CM Punk will have no kind of consequences from Tony Khan. Then we had a trios match. Bullet Club Gold defeated the Golden Elite. AEW World Tag Team Championships on the line. FTR defeated the Young Bucks. Stadium Stampede match. Eddie Kingston Penta, El Zero, Miedo, and the Best Friends defeated the Blackpool Combat Club, Santana, and Ortiz. AEW Women's World Championship on the line. Saraya beat Hikaru Shida, Dr. Britt Baker, and Toni Storm to become the AEW Women's World Champion. Tag Team Coffin Match. Darby Allin and Sting beat Christian Cage and Swerve Strickland. Will Ospreay defeated Chris Jericho. World Trios Championship on the line. And a no-holds-barred match. Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed beat the House of Black to win the World Trios Championship. And in the main event, MJF retained the AEW World Heavyweight Championship by defeating Adam Cole. So, MJF and Adam Cole won the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. And then in the main event, MJF defeated Adam Cole to retain the AEW World Championship. I don't know what's happened. At one time, I was a huge fan of MJF. But over the past 4 or 5 months, I've just gone sour on him. I don't know if his title reigns lasted too long or if my taste has just changed or what it is. But I used to be real high on him, and now all of a sudden I'm like, I just don't care for him anymore. I don't know what happened. I just don't like him anymore. Any thoughts on this? Please feel free to let me know. Homes for Our Troops is a publicly funded 501c nonprofit organization that builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans. Since the 2004 inception, nearly 90 cents of every dollar spent has gone directly to our program services for veterans. Visit at hfotusa.org. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I thought about going on an all almond diet, but that's just nuts. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.